and today I'll be talking about how to convince people you know to go vegan. So let's get into the video. The first thing I want to talk about is that there is this vegan stereotype that vegans are pushy, and if you meet a vegan, they're going to tell you within the first few minutes of you meeting them that they are vegan. So I think it's important to keep this stereotype in mind because a lot of people find this annoying, so you want to try and not fit the stereotype, especially if you're trying to convince someone to go vegan. You want to be gentle with how you persuade them to go vegan, because if you are more persuasive rather than pushy, they're going to be more likely to go vegan. I think the best thing that you can do is lead by example and let them know that you are vegan. If it comes up or if it feels right to you to mention it, then go ahead and let them know. Talk about your experiences being vegan and what you enjoy about it, because if you paint being vegan in a positive light, they'll definitely take interest in what you're saying and might want to try it out as well. Personally, the way I like to tell people that I'm vegan is if it comes up in the conversation or if food is around, usually I'll say something because I want to make sure that something's vegan, and then that conversation starts up. That's just how I am because I'm a really private person, but of course it's always up to you. But when it does come up, when I do tell people that I'm vegan, I like to take the opportunity to educate them about what being vegan means to me and why I did it, because often when I tell people I'm vegan, they have a lot of questions to ask, so I try to be patient and answer their questions and educate them about what being vegan is and what it includes, how it's not just about food, and try to clear up any misconceptions that they might have about veganism. So those are just a few beginner tips just to get you started, but I want to talk about how I got 3 people I know to go vegan, at least for a little while, and what I learned from those scenarios. The first person I got to go vegan in my life was my dad, and I actually didn't encourage him, but I think he saw me being vegan for a while and being happy with it and talking about how it's a great way to lose weight and to feel better about yourself and just gives you more energy. So I think he took interest in that. So when he sent me a message that he had been feeling bad about all the junk food he was eating, how often he was eating out at fast food places. So he decided to go vegan, and he even showed me he went to Burger King because he knows my order at Burger King, and he got one of their vegan veggie burgers there, and I thought it was so exciting. And he didn't continue with it, but he did mention that he felt good on the diet, so I was really happy with that. The next person I got to go vegan was my roommate my freshman year of college, and she basically was feeling bad because, you know, the freshman 15, it's easy to gain weight in college because there's a lot of unhealthy food around, and where we were living at the time, we were very close to fast food places. There was a Panda Express and a fried chicken place that they could go to get food. Students could go to get food, and she went there and a lot because it was just convenient, which I understand. I would have gone there if they had vegan food, but she was just mentioning how she was feeling so bad about her diet and how she wanted to lose weight and how she was doing this diet. Whenever someone talks to me about losing weight, I always try to bring up being vegan because I feel like it's one of the healthiest diet options that you can have, and it's also good for losing weight and the environment, and of course ethical reasons. So I brought it up. I took that opportunity to bring up being vegan, and she brought up a few concerns with me about getting to the grocery store and knowing what to buy. So I offered to help her, and that night we actually ended up going to the grocery store, and I picked out some frozen foods for her. I helped her pick out chips. I taught her how to read the ingredients and see if there was something non-vegan in it. She ended up doing it for a week or so. She did have a stumble on the second day, and she said she felt guilty, but I just tried to encourage her that it was okay, and that even for me at first it was hard, and that if you're craving food, if you're craving a certain type of meat or something, that's probably a sign that you're really hungry and you're depriving yourself, so you should eat something, because I know that's a problem I had. So I tried to tell her that, and that helped her get through the week. And she did mention that it made her feel more energetic and that she felt better about her body, that she had lost weight, but she didn't end up sticking with it. I think the major thing about being vegan is the motivation. I think it has to come from more than just I want to lose weight. So I think that's the problem with why the people that I convinced to go vegan haven't stuck with it for a long period of time. The last person I got to go vegan was my great grandma, and she like I said, none of these people have stayed vegan. She has mentioned to me that she has cut down on all the meats that she is eating just because she enjoyed the vegan diet. So how I got her to go vegan was she called me on the phone, told me she had just gotten back from vacation and she had gained 3 pounds, but she wanted to lose 6. And so I took this opportunity again to tell her to go vegan. And so I educated her on what that was because she didn't know what it was. I told her it was no meat and no milk and no eggs, nothing coming from an animal. And she was kind of confused on what to do. I did a meal plan for her, 3 meals a day and 7 days a week, and I listed a grocery list with all the ingredients she would need for the recipes, and I include the recipes on there and any snacks that she might need in the grocery list. And I think she really enjoyed that because she found that easy, and I told her where to find everything, where to find the vegan food, stuff like that. And she did stick with it for the week and she lost 3 pounds, and I remember she was very happy with that, and I'm glad it worked for her. What I learned from those 3 experiences to convince people to go vegan is that you need to be an open resource. They're going to have a lot of questions, so try to answer them thoroughly and let them know that you'll be there for them and that you won't be disappointed with them if it's not something they stick with, and you won't be upset if they fumble a few times, because I know that's something I did. Being supportive is another tip I have. This kind of goes along with being an open resource, but like my roommate said, she was confused about how she would get from our dorm to go grocery shopping. My great-grandmother was confused on what was vegan and what she would eat, so I made the meal plan for my great-grandmother and I took my roommate to go shopping. I think by being supportive, you help them get past those obstacles so that they can be vegan. At least it's something that they can try out, because even just a few days of being vegan, you are saving a lot of water and stuff like that, and supporting and not supporting the dairy industry. Another thing I think was important is talk to them about your own struggles. I think it's hard to remember how difficult it was starting out to be vegan, so try to open up with them about your own struggles if they are vegan and they're telling you about the problems that they're having. So that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be glad to answer them. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more of these types of videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.